Okay, here's the deal. Inspiring a brighter future is not about the technology. Certainly isn't about the community or businesses. To inspire a brighter future with NFT Collectibles, which is the current market that did $50 billion in sales, fastest consumer product market since the smartphone, and digital assets, which is basically the future of all automation, just running the world with smart contracts through these digital assets. You know what it's about? It's about people. Individual people. It is humans, one at a time, that are going to inspire a brighter future. So rather than me try to orate some incredible message that gets you encouraged or makes you think that I'm smart or it gets you to be my prospect and want to be part of my business, instead, I'm just going to talk about those of you that have inspired me. Because we long to be noticed, don't we? Isn't it strange how a discouraging word can cause us to lose hope? But you know, a life-giving thing will put a fire in us that won't go out. Okay, let's get started. Number one, Philippine Blockchain Week. Gosh, you individually, each one of you, and collectively have absolutely inspired me. You've inspired the Philippines, you've inspired Southeast Asia, you have done things individually, and I just think about the experience I had with each of you in December, and I just say, wow, thank you for inspiring me to believe in a brighter future and for inspiring your entire region. Eric Lapaglia, will you please stand up? I mentioned my honor and love for Eric earlier, but it's not enough. You know, Eric, what you've done, not just in Miami last week and last year with your partners, but what you did with Philippine Blockchain Week, what you did coming and giving and your humility and the way that you come to serve, and I'm here to do anything, and there's nothing below me. Like, you are inspiring in what you're doing, but you're also creating platforms of inspiration. And I just am so excited about what the future holds because great, humble, noble, savage, confident leaders like you are in place. Joyce Chow, you inspire me. How many things are as heavy to take a leadership role in as Michael Turpin's world? I mean, the number of the expectations of Coin Agenda, the oldest crypto conference, the need for the bit angels, that when people come pitch, that they actually get investment, that when investors come spend their time, they actually find good deal flow. And you willing to take that kind of role on and serve this entire community the way that you do, and the way that you just love individuals, the way that you even just are a friend, the way you treat my children. I am inspired by you. Sometimes we meet new friends. Sarah, you're an example of that. We were together and we met for the first time at the Batman premiere. We got to watch the 1989 Batman movie with the founder of who owns the Batman franchise. And there was a bunch of us. I remember I met you and you were just so radiant. And every time I connect with you, I'm inspired. The way you overcome hurdles, the way that you communicate so articulately, and your passion. And your partner too. I mean, your brilliance, my friend. You caught me off guard with the way that you understood technology. Like, I really, really knew that you were not trying to impress me, that you were inviting me into this inner sanctuary of what it is that you know, and there was nothing held back. And I learned just in this short conversation as we're watching after the Batman movie, and I think, wow, we need more technologists like you. Jeez. Guys, when you're given a platform, it doesn't always mean that you make it about you. when you're put in front of a camera or you're given a microphone, it doesn't mean that long-term, that the best thing you can do is to get a prospect to become an investor or become a client, or to recruit the best talent. Sometimes it's enough just to make it about other people. I mean, what if Jody Rich only made this event about himself? What if he made himself the MC? What if he used ChatGPT to recreate himself and he was the MC of every single room in here and it was all about Jody being seen and Jody being known? What if? Now, you see, Jody built a platform for all of us, but it's okay for us to crawl up on the platform that's built and also make much of others. Because if humans are not individually inspired, and if we are not inspiring one another, then the road to NFT collectibles and digital assets impacting humanity in the way that they can will be slower. And not that speed matters, except for maybe this is a matter of life and death, because when you think about the trajectory of digital assets and smart contracts automating the world, you start thinking about lives being saved. You start thinking about people getting the health needs and shelter and food and jobs. What we do is a noble thing. Springna, I'd like to ask you to come all the way up from the back to help me close out our time together. So please, Springna, you can just come through the stairs right around the corner. And while you do, boys, Kenton and Malachi, why don't you come up here as well? While they come up, I want to talk about my friend Fabrizio. Fabrizio, you are such a wonderful guy. I am so happy every time we're together. Your brand ambassador video that I saw in 2021 at Charles, Wyoming Summit for Cardano was so moving. I just thought every single company, every single blockchain, every single leader needs a man like you to stand in the gap and advocate for those that are not really seen. I thank you for what you do. Couple last ones before I wrap up. Sergio, you've been my UI UX designer for 15 years. I love you so much. I can't believe how many things you've made beautiful that were just crazy, chaotic ideas. What you and your brother do at Singularity University in Cape Town, I just think it's amazing, bro. I just say yes, more of that. Don't stop. Don't listen to bear market, bull market. Just serve the people, serve the region. I could go on and on and on, but I will end here. Boys, you are so beautiful to me. You want me to sing a song? Thank you for being here with Daddy. Thank you for your curiosity. You gave me a childlike heart this week, and I just couldn't be more grateful. Springna, you have been a great joy to spend time with, but you also are just an absolute driver. You know, you remind me of my friends from HQ NFT, the most driven entrepreneurs I've met in the last year. Springna, you provided a platform and you're making this movie, Nifty 30, and the way that you treated all of our speakers and your graciousness of your team, but what you've captured telling stories is so, so important. And so I celebrate the stories that you're telling.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for coming up. I'm going to wrap up now. My final word, everybody. Be a storyteller. Do it. Doesn't matter if it's hard. Doesn't matter if it's uncomfortable. Doesn't matter if you're even good at it. Just be a storyteller. Like, I think about your D-Gen community with Pablos. Just a crazy number of people that are committed to telling the Pablos story. And it works. Being storytellers work. You can tell stories around anything. Be a storyteller. Be like Springna. Be like her team at Nifty 30. Go find amazing people that are doing noble and savage things and tell their stories. And finally, Jessica Kill, De La Muerta. am so blown away by the way you serve everybody around you. Most of the people I mentioned have been radically impacted by you, and I celebrate you and I honor you, and that is the end of the conference, everybody. We are all done. Thank you for coming. We'll be back next spring here for NFT.NYC. Come and join us and bring your friends. Let's have a great night.